Especially in Hinduism, it is considered very unnecessary to really read the central canonical scripture. Hinduism is a Vedic religion, and the name of the philosophy of Vedas is Vedant. And Vedant basically means the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita and the Vedant Sutra. And Hindus do not know of this. Hindus do not know of this, but they continue to read hundreds of miscellaneous books in the name of religion. And those miscellaneous story books they continue to call as scripture. They are not scripture at all. And that's not what I am saying. They are not scripture because anything that violates the Ved, the Shruti, is to be immediately dismissed. The first proof whether something is to be accepted as religious in Hinduism is that it should have Shruti Praman. What does Shruti Praman mean? Shruti is Ved. It should be saying something that is aligned with the philosophy of the Ved. That means it should be aligned with Vedant. If something is not aligned with the Upanishads, then it has to be immediately dismissed as non-religious. Now, caste is something that Upanishads just do not approve of. In fact, they very actively dismiss caste. But still caste continues to hold sway. Why? Because there are certain other books that talk of caste as important. For example, some Smritis and a lot of Puranas. They support caste. Had we really been a careful people, an attentive people, an awakened people, we would have said, okay, all these books are there in the gamut of religion. Let me inquire into it. How can we have 500 different books in 500 different directions? Then is there something called a religion at all if anything goes? What do you mean by Hinduism? Then I can pick up a book according to my own tendency, my own choice, my own conditioning and claim to be religious. No. Then it's a free-for-all thing. Then it's like a supermarket. You go there and you pick up whatever you choose and you will continue to be called a decent customer. Right?
Right.
And that's not what religion is. Religion is not about going in whatever direction you please. Religion is about going in that one direction called the truth. Right? You begin with the word ek, don't you?
Yes.
Or do you say anek?
No, take.
Ek. You say ek. That oneness is at the center of religion. Now, the whole tragedy is that Hinduism, in spite of being the mother of that oneness, has totally lost that oneness. And that is the reason from time to time, religious reformers had to emerge and they tried so much, they tried so hard to cleanse Hinduism. And to some extent they succeeded also. You think of the gurus. You think of Mahatma Buddha. You think of Lord Mahavir. They all tried their best. You think of all the saints. And so many of them came actually from the so-called lower castes. They tried so hard to purge Hinduism of its nonsense. But still those things continue for the first reason. What was the first reason we said? The child is born with the tendency to favor darkness. With great effort, light has to be awakened in him. And that effort is called real education. Unfortunately, we are not having that education. Till the time that education remains unavailable to us, we will continue to have unfortunate incidents like the suicide of that bright fellow. He would have cleared an entrance exam with great hopes. He would have gone to the campus. And one shudders to think of the experiences that he had there, that he had to take that ultimate and drastic step. Hmm. And I have talked of the root cause. Unless that root cause is addressed, uh, there is no hope. One needs a sweeping and deep reform in Hinduism and in the entire field of religion, in religions all over the world. If one is to wipe out these evils, caste in some way or the other is present in all religions of the world, but one cannot deny that it is at its uh, most obnoxious form, in its worst form in Hinduism. And that can be corrected only when, first of all, we sit together and we bother to define, first of all, what is Hinduism and which are its central scriptures.